तर सुट्टी आहे, प्लीज लवकर झोपूया ना. फुल टाइम लागून तुला काम.
Good evening, students. How are we today?
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. Shravani, please make sure that your camera is off, okay? You are on turning on your camera again and again.
Okay,
Students,
ma'am.
let's wait for 5 more minutes and then we will start with the class, okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Good evening, students. Are you all can able to hear me? Uh, Sap, please turn off your camera. Just yes, okay. Okay, students. Good evening. Can you all please? Okay, Yusra, you're new here. Good afternoon, no child. It's good morning. It's good evening. Sorry, it's good evening. Also, student, please write present in the chat box so that we can confirm that you all are present. Good evening, Shahid. Good evening, Janki. You can see some of the students are left to confirm their present. Please write present in the chat box. You can find the chat box menu in the taskbar. Here with these many students, let's begin. Is there okay? Let me. Nidhi, are you able to hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, Nidhi. And would you confirm if my audio and video are clearly visible and audible?
Yes, ma'am. Clear.
Okay, thank you, Nidhi.
Welcome.
Good
Okay,
evening, ma'am.
good evening, Shravani. Student, please mute yourself and make sure that your camera is off. Okay, good evening. My name is Sumedha. Some of you might know me and some of you don't. I am your English tutor and I'm here to make you learn about English. I hope that you all are aware that this platform is brought to you by Treecampus. It's a platform where you can learn anything and everything free of cost. There are no hidden charges here and there. There are three classes that take place throughout the day. The very first is 1 p.m. class where you can learn about Bengali. The second one is this 5 p.m. class where we are present currently. And here we will be learning about English. And the 9 p.m. class at the night is also another English class, and every individual is allowed to attend only one session throughout the day. Meaning, if you are present in my class currently, you're not allowed to attend any other class throughout the day. So, the tomorrow you can choose a different class other than me or someone else's. I hope that this makes sense to all. And so please be wise, please be self-aware that what subject do you want to learn, from whom you want to learn, at what time do you want to learn. Okay? Okay. With good evening, Simran. If any of the new students have joined the session, please write present in the chat box. Okay. Nidhi. Can you please unmute yourself?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I am sharing my screen. Just confirm if it is visible or not.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. Now it's visible.
Okay. Okay, students, let's start with today's class. Okay, before starting, I hope everybody knows these are some basic rules. I repeat myself every day. So, every individual, no one is allowed to turn on their mics or cameras throughout the session. Okay, we have to maintain a certain decorum in order to make sure that we are able to conduct these classes. For me, it's very important as a teacher to make sure that I am able to make you learn in this 1 hour session. And as a student, it's your responsibility to make sure that you don't make noise and be disciplined and all of these things, right? So, if you have any other question, you can raise your hand. I hope everybody knows how to raise their hand. Okay. Or you can write in the chat box that I have some question, this and that, or you can ask your question uh, uh, if your, internet connection is not good. Yes, Shravani, what do you want to say? Okay, no one wants to say nothing. Um, okay. So today's topic is phonics students. Okay. Last class on Friday, we talked about phonics, which was part one, and we covered almost the basics, the minor things. And today, our main focus will be around silent words. Okay. Um, so what are phonics? Can I have somebody who can revise a little bit of what we did on Friday? Can I have students raising their hand? Okay, Yusra, I, okay, Ayan. Can I see more students? Okay, Yusra. Yusra,
Yes, ma'am.
are you new to my class student?
Yes, ma'am. I'm.
Okay, if are you new to my class, do you know something about phonics? What are they? How they're helpful or something?
No, ma'am.
Okay, if you don't know, then do you have any question because you were raising your hand?
Ma'am, you said to me that you revise this.
No, student, see, I asked somebody who remembers what we did on Friday and, take this opportunity and explain. Let's have Simran. Simran, are you able to hear me? Student, is my voice audible to everyone?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Okay, Simran, can you please revise a bit what we did on Friday? Simran, are you there? Okay. Let's take Janki. Janki, are you with me? Janki. Okay, let's take Ayan. Ayan, are you with me?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you please revise what we did on Friday?
Yes. On Friday, we learned about phonics, which help us to read the words correctly. and phonics is a way of how to learn how to learn to read words with the help of sounds of letter.
Very nice. Okay, students, please lower your hand and please show a little bit of participation, okay? So phonics is a way of teaching how to read and write by linking sounds with letters or group of letters. So in the example shown on the slides, it's cat. Cat have three letters, and if we talk in a very typical sense, every letter have a different sound. And in order to pronounce a word, you should figure out how the letter in that word have sounds. So if it's cat, cat have three letters, it possibly have three different, what you say, sounds. And in order to pronounce the whole word cat, you just need to blend all the three sounds from all the three letters in order to pronounce the whole full word cat. Okay. So phonics are nothing, but they just help how to read and how to write by linking sounds of letters or a group of letters. Okay. Why is phonics important? Okay, phonics is important because of two things. First, it helps us to improve our pronunciation and spellings. Secondly, it builds our confidence in reading and speaking. Now, if we talk about some of very simple words and some of very easy going words and examples, we can see here how have a a have different sounds, right? A okay. Can anybody unmute yourself or raise your hand and explain how a single letter have different sounds? If you take the example of letter A, did we understand what was the question? Um,
Yes, ma'am.
okay, you understand? Okay. Veena, Yusra, Sibha, Shavni, Deb, are you guys with me or are you just are you present in the class? Siba, are you
Yes,
present?
ma'am.
Siba, are you
Yes,
present?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I am
Okay.
here.
Veena, are you present? Veena, are you present? Yusra, are you present?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Pritha, are you present? Pritha, are you present? Nidhi, are you present?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Mushayad, are you present?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Students, please put a little bit of focus on this class. Okay. It's not that difficult. We have already, understood these things in the previous class. Let me have Siba. Siba, are you with me? Siba, are you with me? Siba, Prashad, Maiti, are you with me? Okay. Mushayad, are you with me?
Yes, ma'am.
Mushayad, did you understand the question? What did I just ask?
Little bit later, sound an example.
Yes. So can you tell me the answer of my question?
A apples aeroplane.
Okay. So in aeroplane, what is the sound of letter A?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What is the sound? It's a, e, a, I. What is it? The sound that is present in the word apple when we use in the word airplane.
A, ma'am.
A.
Action A.
Okay. And if we talk about the word apple, what is the sound used in the word apple?
Ah.
A. Okay. So in apple, it's a, and in airplane, it's a. Can you understand the difference between both of them? Students,
Yes,
be a
ma'am.
little active in the class. Make sure you're on the mic section. Unmute and just reply.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Okay. Thank you. Uh, Similarly, can anybody explain the word be? Ayan, can you explain the word be?
Yeah. Um, so, as written there, there is a letter B, and in front of that there is a b sound, and that's bracket called phonemic symbol, and it's a sort. Sorry, it's a b sound. Normally, b sound. Okay. So it's the letter is B. We say letter B, and the sound of the B is B, as in bat, bat. When we combine all together, it's become bat.
Oh.
Bat, bat.
Okay. Thank you, Ayan. Exactly, students. My question is simply in the slide. Okay, everybody, please pay attention to this slide. I am asking you if this word I just, okay, let's start from the basic. I told you how every letter in any word have a very different sound. Potentially meaning if there is one sound starting with the same letter, for example, B. For example, let's take an example of bat. Okay. So this word is starting from letter B. Let's take another example. For example, um, balance. Or no, let's take example of ball. So it's ball and bat for bat. Okay, both the words are starting from the letter B. However, both the B's in these letter have very different sounds. In bat, it's ba, and in ball, it's ball. Can you see how these words? It's the same letter, but it's different sounds. Are you all understanding, or is it too difficult to understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Now I want Nidhi to explain me the letter C. How the sounds can be differing using two examples, of course.
Okay, ma'am. So C can be pronounced it as K or C also. Like as in cat, we can see it is pronounced as K. But if we take another example, we can take city. So in city, C is pronounced as C only. But in case of cat, it is pronounced at K. So that's it.
Very nice. Very nice. Okay.
Okay.
Nidhi, well done. Ayan, well done. And I think Sibha was, yeah, Sibha also, answered the first letter. So very nice. Okay. At least some of the students are paying attention. The next slide is where we will be discussing about silent letters. Okay. Of course, any language you take, I remember when I used to study French, there used to be numbers, let's say, exceptions, and these exceptions are there in every language you study. Okay, be it Italian, be it French, be it English. Also in Hindi, you have exceptions, right? So similarly, there are some rules in English, and these rules are associated with something called silent letters, meaning that these letters are there, which means we have to write them, but they do not have a sound. Okay. For example, examples like please focus on the screen. The first example, K in knee. If you pronounce this word, it's knee. The K exists, of course, but the K doesn't have its own sound. K is a silent letter. It exists, but it does not give its own sound. Rather, it just eliminates its own sound, and you need to just process the other sounds which are present in the letter, present in the word. Okay. The B, it's thumb. The pronunciation of the word thumb, thumb, is only thumb. The B at the end doesn't have any sound, though it exists. So it's very important. Okay. Similarly, there's a third example called calm. And calm, in the word calm, there is no L, meaning there is no sound of L, which means you just have to pronounce the sounds of CAM, the rest of the letter in the word calm. Okay. So these are some silent word that we need to um, understand. Now I want somebody to read this slide for me and explain in its own sentence, in her or own, his or her own sentence. Let's take Sarita. Sarita, you new to my class. Could you please read this slide for me and make me understand what I just told you?
Silent letters are letters that we write but don't say. Examples: A and E, P in thumb, and L in farm.
Okay. And what does it actually mean? Like you have read the slide, but what does it mean?
I know.
Sorry.
I don't know what you say.
Uh, okay, see. First of all, I think it's not Sarita, it's Simran. Simran, is it you who's answering? Simran?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, it was you who was answering. Did you not understand my question, or did you just not understand what I just made you learn?
Ma'am, I don't understand that.
Okay, let's have another person. Polmy. Polmy, are you here? Okay, Polmy, mic doesn't work. I want some new students to answer. But let's just take Janki. Janki,
Yes, ma'am.
can you please read this slide for me? And first of all, did you understand my question?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so please answer it.
Means you say that, but one word that you cannot say.
Okay, and some examples.
Like no, we say the spelling is KNOW, but
Okay.
we say that no, NOW.
Okay, and the K sound is what?
Silent.
Okay, silent, meaning.
We write we write that word, but we cannot say that.
Okay, it means that you can write you need to write the word, but that word you need to write the letter, but that letter does not have the sound.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, very nice. Students, it's the same. Okay, that these letters in these words exist for a reason, because of course for the spelling purposes it needs to be there. However, when you're pronouncing it, there is no importance of their sounds, meaning they simply don't add any sound to the whole letter, the whole word. Okay, some of the common silent words are silent K, silent W, silent L, silent B. When we talk about silent K, okay, so there are three examples: no, ni, and knife. Please listen to how these are pronounced. These K are not pronounced, however, they are written when you are writing the spelling of these words. So the word KNOW is not pronounced as now or K now. It's now. And when you're writing the spelling of now, you have to write the K. with the rest of the word. Okay, similarly goes with the word knee. It's pronounced as knee, and the K sound is absent. Knife, similar, knife is pronounced as N-I-F-E, only the sounds of N, I, and F and E. These four letters have their own sounds. The letter K doesn't have any sounds. However, when you're writing the spelling of these words, these needs to be present. Okay, did we understand? Yes, no, thumbs up, anything? Okay. Okay. Ankit, do you want to say something?
यस मैम।
Okay,
मगर
what?
मैम इसके हमें पता कैसे चलेगा कि हमें इसमें ये साइलेंट है? ऐसे बहुत सारे वर्ड होते हैं।
Is your question is how we will be able to figure out which K in the words are
हाँ
silent and which where the Ks are pronounced? Is this your
यस मैम।
question?
यस मैम।
Okay, see, there are only two ways to figure out these things. First of all, learn the exception. Second of all, practice them as much as you can. Okay, for example, let's take, I'll make you understand. Okay, I'll give you two words. Tell me where the K is silent and where the K is present. The letter of these, the sound of these letters. The very first is unmute yourself. Okay, unmute yourself, Angit. The very first
यस
word is uh,
काइंड।
no. The very first word is knee and the second word is king. Now tell me where the K is absent and where the sound of K is present.
नी
Okay.
वर्ड प्रोनाउंसिएशन में किनी अच्छा नहीं वर्ड लगे उसको, इसलिए नी पढ़ेगा इसको। नी ए
Uh,
एन ए एन
can
डब्ल्यू
you
तो नी
please
पढ़ा
be a
जाएगा।
little louder?
यस मैम।
Just tell me in the word knee and the word king, where the sound of K is present or not.
मैम किंग में तो के तो साउंड रहेगा वो, उसमें तो साइलेंट के तो है नहीं, उसे प्रोनाउंसिएशन में के इंग पड़ेगा तो मतलब वर्ड पूरे प्रोनाउंसिएशन में के का वर्ड का यूज होगा, बिना उसके वर्ड के तो फिर अर्थ ही नहीं निकलेगा, उसका मीनिंग ही नहीं
Yes.
होगा।
Okay. Just put a little bit of efforts into just, using English while you're answering. Okay. Very nice. King, the word king have the sound of K. Just pronounce it. King. K. King. It's not ing. It's king. So the K here have its own sound. If we take some exceptions, for example, we took knee. Knee have K in it, but doesn't have its sound. That's why it's pronounced as knee, only N-E-E. And the sound of the letter K is absent in that. So the question to Ankit was how we will be able to figure out which word have the sound of K and which word doesn't have the sound of K. This also works with the other silent word exceptions. It's only because with the practice, with learning the exception, okay? Is it clear to
यस
everyone?
मैम।
Can I see okay, thumbs up, anything?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, let's move on to some more silent word examples. Let me have somebody who will explain this. Please raise your hand, students. Nidhi, are you here with me?
Yes, ma'am.
Please explain how the word silent W.
Okay.
Okay.
So in silent W here, W is silent, so we cannot pronounce it. Instead, we have to use it in writing purpose. For example, write. So here W is silent, and we need to pronounce it as RITE, right. And another example is rest. Here W is silent and we need to pronounce it as rest. And another example is wrong, and here also W is silent and we need to pronounce it as wrong.
Very nice. Okay. Let's have Ayan. Ayan, can you explain the silent L?
Yes, ma'am. Here in silent L, like in talk, walk, and half, all of these words have silent L. Here we cannot pronounce L because of it is silent here. So instead we pronounce talk, walk, and half.
Very
Yeah.
nice.
Next.
Okay, and can I have Mushahid? Mushahid, can you explain the silent B,
Yes, ma'am.
please?
Uh, T. T, ma'am.
No,
B.
silent B.
B is the last letter. Limb. Doubt between B. Silent. Uh, Date between B silent, ma'am.
Very nice. Okay. See, students, these are some silent letter words. Okay. You just need to memorize them. You need to practice them. And with time, you will be able to understand how more silent letters are, present in the vocabulary. So these are some common silent word: silent K, silent W, silent L, sorry, silent L, and silent B. Okay. Moving to the next slide, it's trick. Use phonics clues. Okay. So there's a trick. Sorry. Oh, thank you. Okay. For the trick, use phonics clues. Okay. See, the basic principle while you are understanding phonics, student, please listen to this carefully, is to look for the patterns in spellings and sounds. For example, when you say, somebody, I think Ayan told us about the magic E, okay, which of course exists, but it exists in a very, let's say, in ways, but not in every way. So it's more of an exception use here and there. The magic E in tape versus tap. So listen to how I'm pronouncing both of these words. When I pronounce tap or tape, tap and tape, can you see how these words slowly catches each sound? Tap, tape, every letter have its own sound. Okay, so the magic E have its own sound. Okay,
Tap and tape.
okay. This is one of the tricks you can go with. It's just to look for the patterns and spellings and sounds, how they're pronounced. Okay, just look how every word is just pronounced and something is added and how their spellings are different. Now we move on something called digraphs. Okay, digraphs. Digraphs are something when there are two letters, but there is only one sound. Okay, meaning that of course now you cannot say that one or the other word is silent. Okay, you can just say that both of these, just to coexist, they have only one sound. And for example, think about there are in a household there's this one mom and one dad. If they're parenting this one child, okay, of course both of them are different individual, both of them have different style of parenting, right? Both have different let's say different thought of mind, different sayings, different acts, a lot of different things. However, when they need to parent this one kid of them, they need to come to one conclusion. For example, let's say if the child wants to go for a sleepover at night. Dad says, okay, you can go. But the mom says you cannot go. So they need to come to a conclusion.
Chair, chair. Think, think.
Shravani, please mute yourself. Okay. So they need to come to a conclusion, meaning, of course, in order to parent this one child of them, in order, and in here, to pronounce this one word, you cannot say ki, oh, listen to the dad or listen to the mom. You have to listen to both of them because they need to come to a single conclusion. Meanings these words that we are pronouncing, these two letters cannot have their own sounds. They need to come to their conclusion, and they need to find this one sound that will go for those two letters. Did this make sense to everyone? Ayan, Ankit, Dayavati, and everyone, rest of you, did it make sense or do I need to repeat myself?
Yes, getting.
Because only Ayan understands. Sibha, Simran, Shavni, Pritha, Dayavati, Ankit. Students, are you able to understand what I'm teaching you? Dayavati, are you here?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Why were you late to my class today?
I was outside my home.
Okay, Dayavati. And did you understand what I made you learn right now?
14,
Yes, ma'am.
Janata.
Shravni,
I'm
please
getting,
mute
ma'am.
yourself. Yes, Dayavati.
Yes, ma'am. Diagraph two letters. One sound. Hmm.
Did you understand it or did you not understand it?
Ma'am, I'm understand, but repeat again, ma'am.
Okay, see, Dayavati, and for everyone who didn't understand, diagraphs, we are learning about something called diagraphs. What are diagraphs? Nothing. These are two letters which have only one sound. Meaning,
Okay.
think of these two letters as mom and dad, and this one sound as their child. In order to have this, in order to make sure that both of these mom and dad, both of these letters stay together, they need to have this one common sound, this combination of sound, okay, which is their kid in this example. So diagraphs are basically when two letters, mom and dad, they come to one conclusion, let's say one sound for the word is known as something called diagraphs. So if you take the example of ship, the SH in the word ship, it's only one sound. It's sh. It's not S, and H doesn't have personal or different sounds. It's only have one combined sound with the ship. In chair, it's chair. It's not the C and H doesn't have their own uh, sounds. Also, can anybody explain me the example think and phone? Please raise your hand. Siba, can you explain me think and phone? Siba, are you here? Siba, Siba, your voice is not audible. Okay, Pritha. Mushayid,
May I
Yes,
explain,
ma'am.
ma'am?
Mushayid, can you please revise the slide for me?
Yes, ma'am. Diagraph two letters, one sound. SH, ship. CH, chair. TH, think. PH, phone. This sound combination are important in phonics.
Very nice. And what did you learn about all this? Can you please revise in your own sentences?
Ma'am, different word before sh, uh, ship, chair, ch different, think different, ph, phone, different.
Meaning?
I can explain, ma'am. I can't explain this
Like
later, ma'am.
you cannot explain in Hindi? Is that a problem? Like you cannot explain in English?
No, ma'am. But I can't understand how can I explain this later.
It's very
I
easy.
understand a little bit,
See,
ma'am.
you okay, let me have somebody else. Nidhi, can you explain this slide to me?
Yes, ma'am.
Also, rest of the student, please listen to your peers also, okay? They are trying to make an effort to pronounce those things. Yes, Nidhi.
Okay, so digraphs are something which have two letters but they are having one sound. For example, ship. So here SH is having same sound as sh. So here we it pronounce it as ship. For example, another example is chair. In chair we do not pronounce C and H in different way. We pronounce it as che and then air chair. Another is think. Here th is pronounced as th, so it is think. And phone, and phone we do not pronounce p and s differently, we pronounce it as fa. Means in Hindi we can say fa, uh, so it is phone. So these sound combination are important in phonics.
Okay, very nice. Let's move on to
And hello, sorry.
yes, Sayan.
Can I explain a bit
Yes,
more
would you like
precisely?
to explain the next slide to me?
Yeah, before previous slides to
Okay,
make it
okay, previous, sure.
okay. So okay, can I write on the here?
If you are able to, okay, sure.
Okay, okay. So I think the confusion is here. Like it has here like sh sound. So S has a different sound, in which sound is s, okay, and H sound is totally different, which sound is h. So it is a totally different sound. When it's come together and becomes H, it has different sound. Its sound is sh, like we say children to shut up, like that. So that sound is this hs. That both sounds come together and becomes one individual sounds. Okay, similarly here C has different sound. It could be K or it could be S. It depends on the word. And H sound is totally different here too. When it comes together, again, it's pronounced as a cha. Cha. Okay, it's a totally different. It's become totally different. So likewise, all these T has all and their different sound and H had different. But when it comes together, it's become sound. So we digraph is this like like every sound, every letter has different sound. But when two letters come together, that makes a totally different sounds completely. So that's why
Very,
it's pronounced phone, think, chair, and ship.
very nice.
I hope I tried.
Very nice. Okay, student who I hope this also helped you to. Also, please, Ayan, can you erase this?
Yes.
Okay. Now I want somebody to explain me this slide. Can I have who is in the class? Okay, let's take Nidhi. Can you explain me this slide?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
uh, blends is speaking both sound together. Like if two letters are there, we speak both the sounds together. For example, blue. So here we pronounced blue B also and L also, like B, L, blue. And for clap, here we are pronouncing C also and letter L also. And when they both are together, we pronounced it as clap. And then stop. Here we are pronouncing S also and T also is stop. Like they are not like diaphragms where we need to pronounce two different words together. They here we need to pronounce both the sounds of the letters. And another example is green. Here we are pronouncing G as G and R as Ra. So here it is green.
Very nice, student. These are simple words where you need to pronounce, unlike diagrams, where two letters have this different sound. You here in these are something on blends. You need to pronounce every sound of every letter. Just blend them quickly and you will be able to pronounce the word. For example, blue, it's B-L-U-E. So it's B-Lu-E. So it's, if you quickly combine, it's blue. Okay. Now, moving to the last slide, which is word of the day. Simple. The basic word is dog. It's D-A-G. So it's dog. And complex word is psychology, where P is silent. So this is another word where P is silent. So here you only need to pronounce the letter, the sounds of S-Y-C-H-O-L-O-G-Y. And the sound of the P is absent. However, when you write this word, you have to write the letter P, where it still isn't showing the sound of its own. Okay. And also, the most important tip is to say each part slowly before blending. It's very important. Okay. So that was the class for today, and we learned about phonics, how it's just a way how to read and write and link sounds in order to pronounce these big chunks of words. And I hope this was the second class, as I promised. The first one was on Friday, and the second one was today. And from tomorrow, we will be returning back to some normal basic concepts. Okay, I hope that to everyone that I've promised that we will be learning about phonics. Though phonics is something not, it's not a regular thing for, teachers to explain. It's a very basic concept, and there is no important efforts are put into this subject, into this very specific topics. However, I still took it, and I hope it made you a little bit, understand how these sounds and letters play around all these sounds of its own. Okay. And let me just check the chat box if someone have something to say. Not. Okay, did we understand everything today, students? Amazing, crucial topics. Thanks, Abilin, to bring it. Thank you, students. Thank you, Ayan. Okay, student, with this, we will meet tomorrow for the next class. Tomorrow is Tuesday, and I wish you well for the rest of the day. Okay, let's meet tomorrow. Good evening. Goodbye.
Give the fam.
Goodbye, students.